Even though just because my dad is not talking to me about it or his mom is not agreeing with me, let me show you the hole in the wall. This hole in the wall is an example of computation. Actually, the door is closed, so I can't show you the hole in the wall. Right there. This is an example of computation. A sea lion needs to calculate to find food. A dog needs to calculate in order to breathe. A dog has to calculate. A dragon needs computation to function, to do lots of things, like they need to calculate to find food. A sea lion needs to calculate to be able to find anything that they're hungry for, and they need to calculate to hunt for something. All living things, even animal species, need computation. I don't care what you people say. All living things on the planet need to compute. And they need sleep too. But I freaking hate it when I'm trying to ask my dad if I could talk to him and he's not talking to me. For real, I hate that. Maybe if I go to the doctors, maybe the doctors can tell me that my brain is literally a computational system, or they'll tell me that animals, that all living things need computation. So yeah, maybe I can go to the doctors. How does that sound? And I do want to go to the doctors, because going to the doctor seems excellent, and it seems smart that I could just go to the doctors, find someone that agrees about that, and literally ask them a question. They'll literally say the brain is a computer. Wouldn't it be amazing if I could go to the doctors, find somebody that really believes in that stuff, then I could just ask them, hey, does different parts of the brain do computation? And they'll say yes. They're not going to say it's not a computer. They're going to say it is. Because if something computes, it is indeed a computer. I don't like when I'm talking to my dad does not believe in me. Like, seriously. See, I compute, and my dad does not believe in me, but I still compute. My dad has other things he has to do and does not want to talk about the brain. Neither does he want to talk about the computer. I just feel filth. I just feel filth from this anxiety that grandma told me that I'm not a computer and all that stuff. But I'm computing, and my brain is too. My brain is computing, it's performing a lot of computation, but nobody won't tell me, and that makes me angry. People won't tell me at home that it's computing, and that makes me freaking angry. Like, you gotta have computation in order to do stuff. If you don't have computation inside of you, you are not going to do anything. Without computation, you cannot even do a single thing. You are not going to do anything if you don't have computation. Because every living thing does need it. I got to keep on telling Big Henry that. Got to keep on telling Grandma Donna that every living thing freaking needs to compute. And you're over here telling me it does. You're over here telling me that my brain is not a computer. Maybe some living things are not computers, but they compute. Like, come on. Computation is very important. You have to calculate what you're thinking about, even if you're not aware of it. You have to calculate it. A horse needs to compute. A cow needs computation. A dog computes to find where the food is. A cat has to do math. Like, come on. What the heck are you going to talk about? The brain does not do that stuff, and that is not capable with that stuff. You're computing even when you're sleeping, so I don't know what you're talking about. You're computing even when you're sleeping. So if they're not going to answer my questions, then I'm not going to talk to them ever. I told them what's computation. I told them anything on the planet computes. I told them that. Instead, they want to keep on lying to me and telling me that I don't have it. It's getting me all worked up. It's getting me upset. Maybe I should stop talking about it completely. And maybe I could stop trying to force my dad to talk about that stuff. Because my dad